here today for a violation hearing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Darrell Wood appearing on behalf of Mr. McCoolin.
Probation officer, Ron Brooks.
Your Honor, when we were last here before the court on October 20th of 2009, for the new case that Mr. McCoolin picked up, the court had requested probation issue a warrant for the violation of probation, and then set today's court date. At the time, it was my impression the court was interested in talking about conditions for the bond. That brings us here today's date. He's set for sentencing on a possession of cocaine charge without the habitual for January 19th of 2010. Mr. McCoolin has been attending daily Al-Anon meetings at Down River Al-Anon. He currently is working self-employed. He has a couple people working for him in the plumbing. Somebody don't want to say heating, cooling, but plumbing department, and has been doing so since his release from the district court back in the beginning of October 6th.
No, slow down. He has a new case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, do I have that in front of me today?
Not today, Your Honor. You had it in front of you on the 20th.
When is this going to be sent on?
January 19th.
I can go get it, Judge.
So, did we take a plea on this violation?
Yes, Your Honor, we did. We didn't take a plea on the violation of probation. This is the first time the violation has actually been in court.
I don't see the warrant. Is there a warrant?
There was a warrant.
I don't see the warrant.
Yes, I have a copy of it.
Can I have a copy, please?
Yes.
Just need a copy. Just need a copy. All right, the warrant indicates that the defendant did not make a truthful report to his probation officer. He reported on October 12th, and he had said he didn't have any police contact. So, I think I wanted the probation officer in here, because I think your client said he did tell him.
No, Your Honor, the only question you asked the last time we were in court was whether or not the district court judge had been aware that he was on probation at the time when he set the bond at a personal bond. I don't think it came up when we were talking about whether he had reported it to his probation officer.
All right, what does he want to do on the violation of probation?
Clearly wants to plead guilty to the charge of violating his probation, Your Honor. We asked the matter be set for an update. He's going to have a pre-sentence investigation recommendation made for the 19th. We're kind of hoping that the two matters would track.
All right, do I even have to have a hearing, can I just find him guilty because he's got a new case?
Well, he's going to plead guilty to
Does he need to plead guilty, or can I just find him guilty? Can I just find him
those
guilty?
tomatoes, I think. I don't
Pardon me?
think it really makes a difference one way or the other. It's just which box will be checked, I guess.
Well, do I have to go through a hearing and have him?
No, you can find it guilty.
All right, I'm gonna find the defendant guilty of violation of his probation. Basically, he's picked up a new case, he's pled guilty. Now, what's your name again?
Mylon Brooks, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right, your name again?
Mylon Brooks.
What do you do?
I'm a probation officer at Third Circuit Court.
All right, and you're the probation officer for Frank McCoolin?
Correct.
And, did he, tell you about the new case that he picked up when he reported on October 12th?
No, he did not, Your Honor.
All right, and, is that something that's standard in your?
Correct. When we first meet, we asked the individual if they have any police contact or any changes in the report, and he failed to indicate that there was an arrest in September.
Sir, Mr. McCoolin, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
What's your name?
Frank McEwen.
Mr. McCoolin, is that true what the officer said?
Yes, sir, it is.
Why didn't you tell him?
I was just screwed up. I know. I was on a lot of drugs. Ignorance.
probation by not telling him, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you picked up a new case, correct?
I did, yes, sir.
And it was probably a pretty big quantity, it wasn't just like a little amount, was it?
No, he only had two packets on the ground.
Well, he was charged with possession with intent to deliver less than 50.
That's because they saw what they thought to be a hand-to-hand delivery, but what happened was they were getting more cocaine for their use later on that day. They just had it, there was a hand-to-hand transaction, but they didn't stop the other people, the other party, to find out that they were actually the ones delivering it to my client. Between the two of them, I think there was a total of 6 packets. I believe the co-defendant had 4, he had 2.
So what's happening with your, what do you do about your drug problem?
I go to AA now, sir.
AA. What about NA?
Well, they, at NA too, go to the Alamo Club in Lincoln Park. So in between my plumbing calls, I go to meetings
How often
now.
you been going?
Every single day.
You have verification of that?
No, you're,
Why didn't you bring it to the board?
he hasn't been getting signatures.
I'm sorry?
He has not been getting
I
signatures.
could, but I'm there every single day.
And I should just take your word, right? Have you gone with him every day?
I've missed a couple, Your Honor.
No, I'm serious. Have you been with him at all?
No.
So you have no idea if he's gone either, do you? It's just based on his word?
He does have, to his credit, Your Honor, he does present himself as a unique drug offender. When I've talked to him, he knows what it takes to be sober. He was on a relapse for a short period of time. He's had a long history of drug addiction, that's clear. But the way he presents himself, he does present as a truthful person who's actually working the program. It's just he figured it was a no harm, no foul type thing. He was good, what he told me was just before he got stopped, he was going to be quitting within the next couple of weeks because he was gonna get into it, he had a new place that he was gonna go into. He was waiting on a big check from his, one of his jobs that he had just completed. It was gonna springboard him into his new life, and he was gonna go turn his new leaf over. However,
Let me cut to the
this-
chase, because this is like the Gettysburg Address with all due respect. I mean, you're saying a lot of things, but I need some corroboration.
absolutely, Your Honor.
I mean, do you, as the probation officer, do you just take people's words that they've gone to NA?
No, Your Honor,
course
they have to
not.
provide proof of
Right, and counsel, you know that.
I do as
You're a
well.
professional, you've been in this court a million times, not a million, but you're a good lawyer. You know, you tell your clients, hey, whatever you can do, corroborate what you're gonna say, show me, bring it to the court. Don't you tell your clients that?
Yes, Your Honor, I have told Mr.
And why didn't you get your signatures?
I've been in the program for 30 years and I never,
Isn't that normal to have a sign-in? Isn't that the normal way of doing it? If you've done it for 30 years, then you know that's how it's done, right? I'm sorry, I can't, it must be my deaf ear,
yes, sir, I should have done that,
but you didn't.
but I did.
So how do I know you're going? When was the last time you used drugs?
October, whatever the day I got arrested. That was it.
So if we test you today, you'll be negative, correct? Okay. If you're positive, I can put you in prison.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's test them. You sure? You sure? No drugs at all?
You have to
I
answer.
can't hear you. You're not speaking. You have to answer my questions.
Yes, sir, there'll be some drugs in my system.
You said there wouldn't be.
Well, I don't know how long it stays in.
Well, cocaine's usually 24 hours, I think, right? What do you think in your experience?
I was told 2 days, sir.
2 days. So this has been weeks. No way is it gonna be in there, is it?
Yes, sir, there'll be some drugs in my system.
Wait a second. Now, wait a second here. You said you haven't used since the last time you were in court, pleading
Correct.
guilty. When was that?
I haven't used crack since then, that's what I meant, I haven't used crack.
Oh, what have you used?
Powder, cocaine, and marijuana.
Your lawyer wants to just like hide right now. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I
You
figured
know,
that's why they
you're
came.
you're a compulsive liar. That's what you are. I don't believe you've gone every day to NA. You're continuing to use drugs. You're lying to this court. You lied to the probation officer. Court's gonna remand the defendant. And what's the sentence date?
January 19th?
No, got to change the court, the sentence they don't.
You're not gonna go to prison now because at least at the last second you admitted the truth. But you are gonna go to jail. You
Nope.
understand that, right?
November
Yes, sir.
24th,
November 24th.
Yeah.
November 24th. What day is that?
Tuesday.
Okay, 11/24.
it won't be implicated because.
All right, that's it.
Mr. Brooks?
Sorry, Mr. Wood.
It's okay, Your Honor.